Greetings of the day, students. Welcome back to the online classes. So, this is our first class, very first class for the class 10, right? So, without further delay, we'll start our lesson, right? So, before going to the lesson, I just want to ask you some questions, right? So, let's take two words, rest and work. Rest and work. These two words, what you are saying, rest and work, I just want you to focus only on rest, right? If I give you the chance to only rest throughout your life, only rest, is it possible you to do the rest? I don't think so, it is possible. Come to the next word. Next word we have is a work. Yes, if I ask you to do only work, no rest, that is also possible? No. So here we need rest as well as we need work. If we focus only on the rest, what happens? That will be the waste of our time, right? If we focus only on the work, what happens? We do not get the rest. That is also will be problem for us. So I hope you got to know what we are talking about, right? Today we are talking about the lesson called A Wrong Man in the Worker's Paradise. A wrong man in the worker's paradise. And worker's paradise. Okay, this is our first lesson. A wrong man in the worker's paradise. As you all know, it is written by Rabindranath Tagore. Right? See here, students. In this lesson, what Rabindranath Tagore is going to give the message for us? Yes, in this lesson, we will find a man. What kind of man? A wrong man. Why they have called him as a wrong man? Because he chose only rest. He chose only leisure. He chose only his happiness. Right? And here another group of people we have. They are the people of workers' paradise. It means what? They focus only on the work. Here, a wrong man only focus on the rest. He won't bother about the work, and they won't bother about the rest. Okay? So, we'll see what happens to the wrong man in the workers' paradise. Okay? Fine. Let's continue. So here, let's begin. The first line, the man had never believed in mere utility. Here the word, meaning of the word mere. Mere is a what? Only. What is the meaning of the word? Mere means only. The man had never believed in mere utility. What do you mean by utility? What do you mean by utility? Utility means usefulness. 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 Okay? So, here what they are saying, the man means generally the people, they won't only think about the usefulness. They also think what they are trying to say. The people always, they focus on work as well as the rest. Okay? But here, having had no useful work, there was a man on the earth. They have taken an example of a man, right? That man is a wrong man. We also called him as idler or the lazy man. Okay? Having had no useful work, he indulged. There is another word called indulge. Indulge means what? Allowing oneself to enjoy the pleasure of something. Right? So it means what? I like singing. I like singing means I indulge myself in singing. Right? Indulge means what? Indulge means allowing oneself to enjoy the pleasure of something, right? So here this man was indulged in the mad whims. Mad whims. WHIMS. Whims means what? The sudden desires. So what the man was doing? The man was, whatever comes to his mind, he used to enjoy it. He used to enjoy it. He made little pieces of sculptures. Throughout his life, what he has done, he has wasted his time, precious time, in making the little pieces of sculptures, and sculptures like man, woman, and castle. Castle means what? The caves, right? Castle, quaint. Quaint, another word, Quaint. Quaint means what? Attractive. Yes? What he has done, he has wasted his time in creating the attractive things. Right? And earthen things dotted over with the she cells. Earthen things means what? The things which are made up of the clay. Right? And what he has done, after making them, he used to make a dots and all, seashells. I hope you know the meaning of the word seashells. Right? And he painted them. Thus, he wasted his time on all that was useless. Whatever he has done on the earth, that all was useless and needless. People laughed at him. Yes, people laughed at him because throughout his life he has done nothing than making these sculptures, man, woman, and quaint or these earthen things. That's what the people have laughed at him. So when the people have laughed at him, he vowed. Vowed. Here the meaning of the word vowed means he decided to shake off. Shake off means what here? Stop that kind of work, the useless work. But they lingered in his mind. Lingered means what? Lingered. Lingered means stayed. Stayed for a long time in his mind. So that's what he has, throughout his life, he has done only those works. Okay. Some boys, another example he used, so some boys seldom plied, P-L-Y, not P-L-A-Y, F-L-Y, P-L-Y. P-L-Y means what? Study. Study. Some boy seldom means what? Not frequently, once in a while. Okay. Some boys seldom ply, study their books, and yet pass in their tests. Right? A similar thing happened to this man. He spent his earth life in a useless work, yet after his death, the gates of the heaven opened wide for him. Right? What Rabindranath Tagore is saying, he has compared this wrong man to a boy who do not study regularly. Right? Yet the boy passes in the exam. Like that, he has taken that example to say the wrong man throughout his life he wasted the time. In not necessary work. Right? After that, what happened to him? But he passed the exam. Passed the exam means what here? He has got the place in the heaven. He had got the place in the heaven. Right? He has to get the place actually in the hell because he did not do any useful work. But by his luck, he got the place in the heaven. But the moving finger writes even in the heaven. Moving finger. The meaning of the word moving finger is the fate. Destiny, Hanebara, right? So, here what I want you to do while watching the lesson, please have your textbook with you and pencil with you. Whenever I give a meanings of the new words to you, please note down there itself. Yes, it will be helpful to you to revise. Okay? Now, but the moving finger writes even in the heaven, so it came to pass that the aerial messenger means what? The God's messenger who took the charge of the man made a mistake and found him in a place in the workers' paradise. What happened? The messenger of the God who came to earth to take him, who was in charge of this man, placed him in the Wrong place. That place was the workers' paradise. Paradise means what? Heaven. The workers' paradise. What happened? The aerial messenger has placed him in the workers' paradise, workers' heaven. How was the place workers' paradise? There the people were very strict about their work. Yes, they do not spare a single minute in not necessarily work or unnecessary works. Right? So here in this paradise you find everything except leisure. Leisure means what? Leisure. Leisure means rest. Leisure. Leisure means what? The rest. Yes, in this workers' paradise we get everything except the rest. As I told you, rest and the work, right? It is totally contrary. In the workers' paradise, the people, they will be having handful of works. Always, they won't get the rest. Right? So they always will be in the work. Okay? Then, here men say, the men means what? The men of the paradise, workers' paradise. What they say? God, we haven't a moment to spare. Spare means what? Give, waste. We don't have a minute to spare. Women whisper. Whisper means what? Saying something in a low voice. Right? How they say, let's move on. Time is flying. Yes? Women of this workers' paradise, they also say, we don't have a time. Time is flying. We'll go and do the work. Like that. Right? They all exclaim. Right? Time is precious. We have our hands full. Hands full means what? They have a lot of works to do. And we make use of every single minute. They sigh complainingly. Yes, in a complaining manner. What they say, they take the best use of every minute what they have. Right? And yet those words make them happy and exalted. Yes, what they say, they don't have a minute to spare. That makes them very happy. Because they are using each and every minute of their life useful, not wasting at all. Okay? But this newcomer means what? This lazy man, right? A wrong man who had past means wasted all his life on the earth without doing a scrap of useful work, did not fit in with the scheme of the things in workers' paradise. The scheme of the workers' paradise is they work always, right? And the scheme of the wrong man is he won't work. Yes, that's what they say. This man, he doesn't fit in the scheme of the workers' paradise. Okay? He longs. Longs means what? L-O-G-U-N-G-E. Longs means sit or lie.